Alrighty, so our gameplay 1 is over with, so Naali's run is over. So now we are going to use Othari for our game 2. So Othari is a legendary phoenix for 3 red and a white. It is a legendary creature, obviously. If it wasn't, we wouldn't be using it as our secondary commander this game. Has flying, lifelink, and haste. And whenever Othari Sun's Glory attacks, you get an experience counter, and then create a 2/2 red rebel creature token that is tapped and attacking for each experience counter you have. Oh, so that's fun. Pay 2 red and a white, tap an untapped rebel you control, return Othari from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Ooh, I like that. So with that out of the way, let us get Othari out of the deck. And let us put Naali in, shuffle up, and play. Alrighty, we have Othari in the command zone here, and we have our deck shuffled up and ready to play. I'll just draw a hand of 7 cards, and let's see what it looks like. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick that up. That is our hand. I am not keeping that, because that hand is hot garbahe. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our free mulligan. So put that back on the deck, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, the deck is shuffled up. Let's draw our hand. Plains, Hate Mirage, Soul Ring, Kimba's Banner, Maul of the Skyclaves. It's 5, 6 for Intangible Virtue. Please be a land. It is not. It is a Staff of the Storyteller. So I'm gonna keep this hand here, and then we're gonna draw a card. Alright, so we're gonna play a Plains. Gonna go ahead and tap that, cast Soul Ring, because Soul Rings are nice to have. And that's all I could do this turn, so we're gonna pass the turn. So untap, upkeep, draw. Ooh, buddy. Play Plains. Then we're gonna spend 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna cast Felidar Retreat. Has landfall. It has whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, choose one. Create a 2/2 white cat beast creature token, or put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain vigilance until end of turn. Alright. So let's pass the turn and bring it back. Untap, upkeep, nothing will trigger, outdraw. Wow, okay. Well, here's exactly what we're gonna have to do. I'm going to spend 4 mana. I'm going to cast Intangible Virtue. Creature tokens I control get +1/+1 and have vigilance. Then we're going to cast Staff of the Storyteller. When that enters the battlefield, I create a 1/1 white spirit token creature with flying, and then that also gets a story counter. Story counter, get on there. Alright. We have all that, so now let's pass the turn and bring it back to us. If it's only us playing, let's have a keep draw. We drew a mountain, people! Now we can start doing stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna play a mountain with my land for turn. I'm gonna spend 5, tapping Soul Ring for 2, red, white, white. Cast Othari, Sun's Glory. Hold on, I got the sniff. Ooh. I have to edit that out later. And that one. Alright, so he has Flying, Lifelink, and Haste. And I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to attack with Othari. When I do, I will be right back. Alrighty, so when Othari attacks, sorry about that, I'm going to get an experience counter. We're going to use our Dominaria United D20. So we're going to get an experience counter. Just slap that up there. Use this card to represent our experience counters. Now, fun thing is, experience counters can't go away because the player gets them, not the creature. Alright, I think it's nice that they brought them back. And then I create a 2/2 red rebel. Is it tapped and attacking? Yep, that is tapped and attacking. So where are my rebels? They're rebelling against me, people. Alright, so when I create that treasure that creature token, I'm gonna get a story counter on Staff of the Storyteller. Alright. So that is a total of 5 damage, 3 of which I will gain. So. Alright. Actually, I honestly need the 2/2 cat beast creature token, which I don't think they gave for this deck. No? Question mark? I'm not seeing it. Hold the phone. Where is my cat beast creature token? Evidently not here. Okay. That's fine. We're just gonna put a... Huzzah! Cat beast. Where's my mountain land jump this turn? Okay. So, anyways... that's all I'm going to do for this turn, and I will pass. So I'll untap. Upkeep, nothing will trigger. Draw my card for turn. Okay. Well, that's not fair. That's a cat. That's my cat beast, that's my rebel, my experience counters. Cool, cool, cool. I'm going to spend 4 mana. I'm going to cast Kimba's Banner. It has 4 Mirrodin! Which means I'm just going to create a 2/2 red rebel creature token and equip the Kimba's Banner to that creature. And that equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each creature I currently control. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to create that creature token, do that, spin the 1, tap that, remove 1, and I shall draw a card. It's a land! I shall play my land for turn. And I will choose to put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. How does that work? Yeah, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. Those creatures gain vigilance until end of turn. Cool. Okay, so my 2/2 spirit is now a 3/3 spirit because of intangible virtue. Othari is now a 4/4. There is the 1. There is the 1. My 3/3 rebel is now a 4/4 rebel with vigilance. My 2/2 green, see, that's 4/4, 2/2, that's 3/3, that is 2/2, 3/3, would be also a 4/4, that also gives +1/+1 for each creature I currently control, and it's a +1/+1 counter, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's a 9/9 with vigilance. Cool, cool, cool. And I shall go to combat. Since all of my creatures have vigilance this turn, I shall attack with Othari. And yeah, it might just be Othari. But on his attack, I'm going to get another experience counter. Kaboosh. And I'm going to create 2 2/2 rebels that are tapped and attacking. Just like so. Now I'm at 46 life and questioning all the stuff I do. Alrighty. So now we will just go ahead and pass the turn here. So we're going to untap. Upkeep. Nothing shall trigger. I forgot to untap my Staff of the Storyteller. I shall draw my card for turn. And it was a land. So we're just going to play our land for turn. When we do, we're going to give our creatures +1/+1 counters and vigilance. So let me grab my die. That gets +1/+1 counter. That gets a +1/+1 counter. All of these also get another +1/+1 counter. It's a 2. 2, 2, 2, and 2. Alright, so, okay. Should be at 4 now. Okay, so there's power 3, 6. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12. So that's a 12, 12. That's a 4, 4. That's a 4, 4. That's a 5, 5. Because of the intangible virtue. That's a 5, 5. That's a 5, 5. That's a 4, 4. Yeah, that's a 4, 4, 5, 5. 5, 5. 12, 12. And 3 threes. And that's a 4, 4. It's 12 plus 4 is 16. Plus 5 is 21. Plus 5 is 6. Plus 4 is 30. Plus 3 is 33. Plus another 3. Oops, excuse me, camera. Plus 3 is 36. And when I create 2 more, let's game. I will attack with everything. When Othari happens, I'm going to create 3 more lovely rebel creature tokens because I'm going to get another experience counter. And since everything has vigilance, except for the tokens I create, those come in tapped and attacking. But they also get +1/+1 and have vigilance, so those are a bunch of damage coming through, and that's game. Okay, so that was game 2 of Rebellion Rising. Personally, I feel like Naali was the better of the two because it gives you more value, but Othari gives you more creatures because of the experience counters. And I will say again that experience counters don't go on creatures, they go on the player, so the only way to get rid of the experience counters is to kill the player with experience counters. So, but if you want to go for an all-out attack strategy, that would be Othari. But if you want to dig for answers and have a way to protect your creatures much faster, Naali would be your answer. But personally, and I know this is how I feel, when you get this deck, Rebellion Rising, tear it apart. And if you have a Divine Convocation or a token deck that includes red or white, put these 2 in it. Because these 2 alone are just a value house. And then the reprints that the deck comes with, like, hold on. Because you get cards in this deck, like Flawless Maneuver, heck, I mean, this is not a reprint. I think this is one of the new cards. War of Resistance. Creature tokens you control have haste, which is very fun to see. Give me 1 second. And I think one of the best cards in the deck, and I mean one of the best cards in the deck, if I can find it, Gold Warden's Gambit, because this is an equipment deck. You're in late game, has affinity for equipment, and since the deck already has like a bunch of equipment in it, you create 5 2/2 Rebel creature tokens. It's 10 power on the board. They gain haste until in a turn. For each of those tokens, you may attach an equipment you control to it. So say you have something out there like Kimba's Banner. Oh man, that's very powerful. But you also get a really good card like Call of the Copper Codes. Brand new card, and I absolutely love this card. Clever Concealment. You get a really good Elspeth. And a bunch of other good stuff. But like I said, if you get this deck and you already have a token deck that you like playing, you even get stuff with the Storyteller. Tear this deck apart, and you can put it in whatever token deck you already have. Because just the value of the cards that are new and old in this deck are like really, really good. So that's all I have to say for this deck, Rebellion Rising. Now this deck came out in February? I think it was February 17th? and then came along Mark of the Machines, so I think that this deck was a prelude to Divine Convocation. But with all that out of the way, that's pretty much all the time I have here for this deck. Let me know what you think about Part 1 and Part 2 in the comments down below. And if you like what you see here, please subscribe. I'm trying to get 500 subscribers to get monetized before May of next year, so if you do like what you see, do subscribe. It's free. It doesn't require any money. And it just helps me out and lets me know that you like seeing the content that I put out. And I will apologize here for a lack of Transformers review. I've been getting new Transformers recently, and I've been trying out the way that Toy Guy and Jabba the Hong edit their videos. And so it's taken a little bit longer to get them out. Or not a little bit, it's taken a bit longer to get them out. So that's all I gotta say. Spongemus Prime, peace out.